Hey everyone, I scaled my free Skool community from 0 to 109 members in just over 100 days using nothing but clear communication and messaging. And today I'm going to show you how you can become a clearer communicator in order to convert more people to join and to succeed in your own endeavors. In using a simple 3-step process, we're going to turn you into a clear communicating machine. So if you want to get started, let's jump into it, or if you want to skip the whole process, click on the top link down below and you can see if you're a good fit to work with me together on this thing, one-on-one, holding hands, jumping through the fire. And if not, let's get into the video. The first thing that you need to do in order to convert more people is to realize that clear messaging is way more important than the tactics that you're using, the strategies as people used to call them, because people overcomplicate things a lot. And we think about these complex sales funnels that we need to have in order to convert people from Facebook to see our about page on Skool. They see the about page, read the text, see the videos, the clips, the pictures, they click join, and then they convert, and then Skool sends some metrics back towards Meta, and it's a very complicated process. But in fact, it's way more simple than you think it is. And the whole idea is to basically communicate your value, your message, what you're worth in a clear way. That is the biggest growth hack that nobody talks about. You need to communicate clearly, otherwise it's pointless. You can have the best sales team in the world in the back working for you, but if you can't communicate your offer, your value up front for people to see that it's worth to even join the group, it's pointless. And especially if you're a smaller creator or business owner like me, I'm on my own, I don't have a team. So I'm working on myself every single day to communicate better, to deliver my offer and my message in a clearer way in order for people to understand how it helps them. Otherwise, it's pointless and it's hard. I know it's hard from experience, but once you get there, you kind of start to see, to realize that it benefits you really, really fast to be able to reach people, and the only way to do that is through clear communication. And the second thing that I want to talk about is why people who don't understand you don't convert. And that is the consequence of a confused audience. And a confused audience is a consequence of unclear messaging. And what ends up happening in the worst case scenarios is people come in, they see your about page, they look over, and then they probably start thinking, hey, this is for me, and then they join. But eventually they see the community on the inside, and then they realize that it's not actually the good fit for them. It's not something that it's worth pursuing, and then they leave because you miscommunicated what your community is about on the about page, funnily enough. And then you lose a member, a potential client, a lead, it doesn't matter, but you lose that person. And that is solely because you couldn't communicate your message clearly, because you confused them. So it's better to be simple, to communicate simply, using simple words, not to sound clever, because you end up confusing your audience. And if you can't understand your about page yourself, or if you show it to somebody and then they don't understand what it's about, then you have to change something. And as Alex Hormozy says, if you can explain it to a 5-year-old kid, then it's okay, then it's good. So stop trying to sound clever, be simple, and don't confuse your audience, your target audience, the people that see your about page, and you will see higher conversions because of that, because people will understand. They see the about page and they either know, hey, this is not for me, let's jump onto the next one, or they think, hey, this is for me, it sounds valuable, it looks valuable, let's join, and then they join the group. And this is something that took me a while to realize. I made that mistake myself. A few people left my community because I couldn't communicate exactly what's the point of joining and what will they gain, or what is my offer, what do I help them with, and they were confused. They joined because of one reason, but then they left because they didn't see a return for that particular reason that they joined for. And this is my advice to you: just be simple, don't over explain things, be simple in your communication, don't use fancy words, make it simplistic that even a 5-6-year-old kid understands. Hey, you speak better, you reach more people, I will join. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it, and you will end up having higher conversions because of it. And the last thing that I want to show you is two examples from myself of clear and unclear communication, unclear messaging, and you will do the takeaways for yourself. So what I want to show you is my current about page, which is still not perfect. I don't pretend that I am the guru who knows it all. Far from it. I'm still learning every single day, and I'm just sharing what has worked for me so far. But I probably can chop this down a bit, make it a bit shorter, but it's fine for now. I explain who is the community for precisely, I explain why it helps you here, and I explain what you get here. And I have a simple CTA to join, and that's it. I can probably make it a bit shorter, yes. I always experiment with different things, making the about page a bit shorter, a bit more concise, and I can do that. It's far from perfect, but it's much better than this one. This one is from my first community, which I archived a few months ago, and I archived this community after I think 2 weeks, because I only focused on this one, and this one blew up because I started implementing the things that I'm telling you about. But here you can see the mistakes right away. First of all, I started with a paid community, but this is a topic for another day. This was the first mistake. Now here I just don't explain what you get basically. Yeah, you see what you get as a feature here, but it's completely pointless. What does that help you with? Weekly calls, feedback and accountability. Accountability for what? Where does that get you? And here I explain my whole life story basically. I'm Bulgarian, English is my second language. Who cares? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. That's why you have a VSL on your website or on your about page. That's the place to do that. And shortly, not in these long paragraphs here. And the CTA is good, the CTA is simple, but you can't make it wrong there, but I don't explain the transformation well here. That's the main issue. There is no transformation, there is no end goal for you. What do you become? I share some things, but what do they lead to? That is the main issue, and it confuses the people, confuses the target audience, and then they don't join. As you see in this community, only 3 members, nobody joined, and that is why I archived it. And this is the one right now that I'm working on daily with my blood, sweat and tears and it's going much better because I started implementing the things that I talked to you about. And yeah, basically to summarize, don't confuse your audience, don't do that, be as simple as you can, use simple messaging. Simple messaging is clear messaging, that's it, it's that simple. Don't overcomplicate things. And in order to get there, first of all, realize that clear communication can get you much further than the right tactics to start with. I still don't have the right funnel probably. I'm still figuring it out, but I have the clear message for people to join, and they end up joining. I haven't ran a single ad towards my Skool community, never. And all of these people joined because of my clear offer, my clear transformation, and that's it. That's why they did it. And once you do that, you will see an increase in your conversions. And I'm sure you have examples like this. You just saw them. Keep your about page on point. Mine can do with some work as well. It can be shortened by at least 100 characters, in my opinion at least. I will work on it for sure, but keep it short, concise. Make sure to point out what people get, what is the end goal, the transformation, why this benefits them in the long term, to join and make everything simple. Don't overcomplicate it. We overcomplicate everything too much in our own heads. So yeah, if you want more advice like this, check out my free Skool group where you join over 100 people on the same journey as you, or check out the top link in the description for my one-on-one mentorship where I will walk you through everything myself and we can work on your messaging together. And click subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and if you enjoyed it, I will see you in the next one.